everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Zoo to You here at the Central Florida Zoo. My name is Buck, this is Corey once again, and we're two of the reptile and amphibian keepers here. And I want to specify that today because unlike our previous installments, we're not bringing out one of our reptiles, we're actually bringing out some of our amphibians. Now, these are barred tiger salamanders. They're actually native here to the United States and southern Canada. They can be found down to the northwestern portion of the United States and southern Canada. And they get the name because of their tiger stripes here. And they're actually a part of a genus of salamanders that are referred to as mole salamanders. And this is because they spend a lot of their time underground. They'll actually dig burrows if burrows aren't available for them to find for themselves. Now, as amphibians, they do give birth in the water. They'll find nice, calm ponds. They'll lay their eggs in there and spawn in there. And the babies come out kind of like miniature versions of the adults, with one exception. They have a more flattened tail to help swimming. And they also have feathery gills. They look kind of like axolotls if you're familiar with them, but they lose those as they grow and develop lungs once they get older. So they spend the majority of their life in the water when they are younger, but as they grow up, they get to be more and more terrestrial. But as amphibians, they do need a moist environment to stay happy and healthy because they can dry out. In fact, amphibians are one of the most prone to environmental changes out of just about any animal in the animal kingdom. And that's kind of the reason why we're wearing gloves today. You see, amphibians, unlike reptiles, have what's referred to as semi-permeable skin. So basically anything that I have on my skin today could potentially be absorbed into their skin. So they don't drink water like you and I do necessarily. They actually absorb water and oxygen through their skin. And because of this, they'll also absorb any potential chemicals or pollutants or poisons or toxins out in the wild through their skin. So amphibians are basically the first indication of a healthy ecosystem. If you don't see many amphibians, that usually means that there's something potentially toxic out in the wild. Now, we're also going to be doing something special today because this is actually their feeding day, and as you can see, they're really active. We're going to be giving them a few things. Now, in the wild, they are going to be eating a lot of invertebrates, just like most amphibians. And we got some wax worms for them. They're larvae moths. So, let's see if he's interested in taking it. So they'll eat a lot of invertebrates out in the wild, but they are, there you go, they are opportunistic. So they'll eat just about anything that they can swallow whole, which isn't a lot because they are so small. Here. There you go. Go on like that. So they are very quick eaters. Now, a very commonly asked question, or one that many people tend to have, is what is the difference between a salamander and a newt? Is there even a difference? Well, it's kind of the same way with turtles and tortoises. Are turtles and tortoises the same thing? Yes and no. So all newts are salamanders, but not all salamanders are newts. Newts tend to be semi-aquatic for the most part. They spend the majority of their life in the water. While salamanders, once they reach their adult stage, are almost completely terrestrial. But of course, they will spend the majority of their time in moist environments, and they can swim as well. No, you don't want to get them. One more.
Okay. What about you, Calvin? Oh, goodness.
Don't have his ears. By the way, their names are Calvin and Hobbes because they are tiger salamanders. Yeah, looks like Hobbes here isn't too interested in taking his other wax worm. But while we're trying to feed him, we'll be answering any questions if you folks have them.
Emma thinks they're cute and wants to know why they have stripes.
Excellent question. Likely the reason is because of camouflage. They kind of, as you can see, blend into the moss that they're hanging out on. So it's probably camouflage once they get to be terrestrial.
Alexa wants to know how can you tell the difference between Calvin and Hobbes?
Excellent question. It's kind of the same way people can tell the difference between, if you have multiple dogs, you can tell the difference because you know what to look for. But if you look close at both of them, they have different striping on their necks. So, yeah. Hobbes here has 2 spots right behind his eyes. Well, 4 actually. While Calvin has 3.
Calvin's kind of got a little frowny face too, if you want to think about it like that.
Dana wants to know how much protein they eat and do they lick calcium.
They don't necessarily lick calcium, but we do include calcium in their diets. We'll pour a little bit of calcium powder on their food. But they don't need to eat too much because as amphibians, just like reptiles, their body temperature is determined by their environment. So if it's very, very cold, they become very inactive, and if it's very warm, they become more active. So they don't need a lot of calories to keep going.
Jackie says hi, Buck and Corey.
Hello.
Hi, Mom. There we go.
We got 2 more left of them. These guys only get fed a few times a week, especially in the herpetarium here. We do our public snake feedings Monday to Friday. We always kind of mix it up a little bit. A lot of our snakes eat once a week or once every other week. These guys get fed twice a week. You guys are fun today.
There we go.
Samuel wants to know the difference between a lizard and a salamander.
Excellent question. Lizards are reptiles, and salamanders are amphibians, and that just means that reptiles have they have a waterproof, scaly skin, and they absorb their nutrients just like you and I do. Salamanders, their bodies absorb their nutrients, at least like water or oxygen, because they absorb it through their skin.
And Bill says hi, Corey.
Hi, and that's about all we have for these guys. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all. Hope you're all staying safe. We hope to see you again very soon. We all open up, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.
Say thank you, guys.